Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is the Network News for Wednesday, the 5th of August. I'm Tony Julien. And coming up in the headlines this evening, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell confirms possible U.S. Embassy shutdown and tougher visa restrictions. Government moves to strengthen transparency after GPG dispute highlights record-keeping gaps. Agreement reached to protect Grenada's historic drill yard. And Grenada Girl Guide set to join global space technology. In the region, Guyana ends search after MV Burima tragedy, and further afield, SpaceX rocket Peace may have hit the moon. In sport, Windies fall to Pakistan in second test, while CPL is to bowl off over the weekend. We'll have the details to those and other stories coming up for you right after this message, so do stay with us on GBN.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave bathroom tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Welcome back, and this time we get into the very first local segment with Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell shedding light on several ongoing negotiations with the United States. That's including the closure of the U.S. Embassy in Grenada and the status of the U.S. visa bonds. Reporter Deidre Seeley has more.
Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell confirmed that he has been formally notified by the United States Embassy in Bridgetown that the U.S. is considering closing its diplomatic outpost in Grenada. Speaking with GBN following Wednesday's post-cabinet briefing, he said the closure, a cost-cutting measure, has been on the cards since the new U.S. administration took office. Mitchell said government is engaging its American counterparts with the hope that the embassy will remain open.
We are remaining in touch with our counterparts in the United States. I think from our prospects, we probably prefer to not see it happen, particularly because we have a significant American citizens on the island, and particularly when it comes to consular services. Obviously, it's a lot more convenient for them to be here rather than in Barbados. But obviously, those are not decisions that we can make. We will do our best to see how we can influence it.
He explained that the matter is still under consideration, adding that the public will be notified when the U.S. reaches a decision. Should the embassy be closed, Mitchell said the government will seek to assist in the transition to support Grenadians and American citizens in the country. The Prime Minister also said that the government has been in talks with the United States regarding its visa bonds. The visa bond program was made permanent this week, with the maximum bond raised to $20,000 as part of measures to reduce illegal migration to the United States. Mitchell acknowledged that the measure poses challenges to Grenadians visiting the U.S. for medical care or tourism. He revealed that he recently wrote to the U.S. Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, seeking the reconsideration of the measure.
I wrote to the Secretary of State myself, requesting that this is to be reviewed and reconsidered. We believe Grenada has a very strong case for demonstrating that our citizens who travel to the United States are generally in compliance with U.S. immigration law. We believe, I stand corrected, but I think the latest stats we saw in terms of the potential overstay of persons who have B1 and B2 visas is 1.77%. I mean, less than 2%, which is virtually negligible. But we do recognize that at the end of the day, as an immigration policy is obviously for the U.S. government, and they've articulated the significant challenges they've had with illegal immigration.
The Prime Minister also revealed that the Office of the Attorney General and the U.S. State Department have been negotiating a third country migrant agreement following the signing of a non-binding Memorandum of Understanding. The MOU was circulated in January, outlining broad parameters for both parties. The Attorney General is expected to provide further details on the status of any legally binding agreement at a later date. Deidre Seeley, GBN News.
After 18 years and an alleged 14 contractual breaches, the government says it does not plan to respond to the Global Petroleum Group as it disputes the grounds for the government's decision to terminate its agreements. The dispute appears headed for arbitration, and that's after the company challenged the government's decision to terminate its petroleum agreements. The government insists its decision was precipitated by several contractual breaches and the company's failure to engage with authorities. But here's another report from Deidre Seeley.
Global Petroleum Group, GPG, is challenging the government of Grenada's decision to terminate its petroleum agreements with the company after nearly 2 decades without commercial oil production. GPG first received an 2008, covering 11 offshore blocks. A development license and production sharing agreement for 4 blocks followed in 2013, while a 2016 Memorandum of Understanding reserved the remaining 7 blocks pending commercialization of the original 4. As of August 1st, 2026, the government has terminated both agreements. The government says it has identified 14 contractual breaches, including GPG's failure to submit key technical and financial documents, demonstrate commercially viable petroleum at Nutmeg Well 2, and meet a 2017 deadline to drill a second well. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell says that after 18 years, the company's time is up.
18 years is what it takes for the law in Grenada to recognize a citizen as an adult. That's an entire generation. 18 years is long enough. Today, that chapter ends and Grenada moves forward.
The government says the Hydrocarbons Technical Working Group repeatedly sought documentation from GPG beginning in 2023, but received no satisfactory response. While GPG maintains it was awaiting the regulatory infrastructure needed to begin work, Chair of the Technical Working Group, V. Nazim Berg, says the company repeatedly demonstrated a refusal to engage with local authorities.
They do not speak to the technical working group. Their position is the technical working group has no legal status, that they're not talking to the technical working group, that the only person they want to talk to is the minister responsible for petroleum. And that as far as they're concerned, nobody is the minister responsible for petroleum. Even though the cabinet sent a message, wrote to them through the Attorney General saying, look, all correspondence concerning your matter should come to the Attorney General. They refused.
GPG says it disputed the government's notice of termination and argues that the production sharing agreement remains in effect until the matter is resolved through arbitration. The government says it anticipated legal action and intends to participate in the dispute resolution process. Attorney General Claudette Joseph says the production sharing agreement allows for termination due to contractual breaches. She said arbitration does not prevent Grenada from engaging other investors, since the agreement only covers 4 offshore blocks.
No, that will not stop other interested parties from treating with Grenada. And I would also like to point out here that Grenada's territorial waters comprise 44 blocks. GPG only GPG only had a license over 4 of those blocks. So the other 40 we can do business with because they had nothing to do with GPG.
Prime Minister Mitchell says arbitration is only one means of resolving the dispute. He said the door remains open for talks if GPG can demonstrate that it is capable of meeting its contractual obligations. The government also announced that the Hydrocarbons Technical Working Group will hold a special joint briefing for Parliament on the way forward and the budgetary implications of the matter. Deidre.
Meanwhile, the government's dispute with the Global Petroleum Group has raised questions about transparency and record keeping, with the government citing the unavailability of relevant documentation from both the company and internal records. Well, with officials setting June of the year 2027, that is, as its target for readiness for petroleum contracts, the government still says that it is enacting measures to boost transparency.
The matter between the government of Grenada and the Global Petroleum Group, GPG, has brought transparency, regulatory procedures, and record keeping to the fore. The government says it is working to address these challenges to achieve readiness for petroleum contracts by June 2027. The government recently announced its decision to terminate its agreements with GPG following 18 years without oil and gas production. While it cites GPG's failure to supply required documentation, the matter has also exposed documentation gaps on the government's end. The Prime Minister said one contract was only uncovered after an attempted impersonation.
Someone pretending to be a permanent secretary in the government in one of the ministries in the government of Grenada, a permanent secretary who doesn't exist, a ministry which doesn't exist, wrote that company, saying to that company, we want you to share the seismic data that you have with us, and that I'm authorized by the government of Grenada to do so. That company felt something was suspect and reached out to the government. And in reaching out, that is how we discovered that the government of Grenada had entered into that contract for that company to engage in a seismic survey of Grenada. We actually did not even find a cabinet conclusion that supported the government of Grenada entered into that contract.
Notably, the government says it has also been unable to verify whether the company invested a reported $19 million, though its investigations are ongoing. Chair of the Hydrocarbons Technical Working Group, V. Nazim Burke, said the deal with the GPG also raised questions about whether the established procedures were followed before the agreements were struck.
We were shocked to realize, first of all, that a development license was granted even before a well was dug. A development license, so you're agreeing to develop something that you don't even know exists.
To mitigate such issues in the future, the government says it will introduce physical and virtual data rooms consisting of compiled seismic data for future investors. A new regulatory framework will also be created to improve the quality of agreements into which Grenada enters. Burke outlined a model production sharing agreement prepared with input from several local stakeholders. He also said revised regulations to the Petroleum and Natural Deposits Act have been submitted for review.
We've drafted a model production sharing agreement that pulls from 15 different international contracts, PSAs, the best terms and conditions that we saw. We have an economic model already prepared that basically says what the cost recovery is expected to be like, what the royalties are expected to be like, what the taxes are expected to be like, and what the revenue streams are likely to be for the government.
The government has framed its decision to terminate its agreement with the GPG as a measure to boost the sector's credibility ahead of its June 2027 readiness target. It said the move will not affect engagements with other investors, with Burke revealing that the government has been in discussion with several petroleum companies, including Exxon, Chevron, Total, Shell, and BP. Deidre Seeley, GBN News.
Evening news on GBN TV, and in other developments, we now find that campaigners working to preserve Grenada's historic drill yard have announced a major breakthrough after an agreement was reached to secure the site, while an independent heritage assessment is carried out. But let's get more in a report from Chrislina John.
In a Facebook post, the Grenada National Trust said the agreement follows a public petition that garnered widespread community support to prevent the loss of the historic property, which had been scheduled for demolition due to public safety concerns. Under the agreement, all parties will take immediate steps to protect the site while preserving its structural and historical integrity. Engineers from both sides will assess the front building, and a contractor will be appointed to install temporary hoarding and other safety measures. The agreement also provides for a specialist heritage assessment with urgent plans to bring a team of experts, including a heritage preservation engineer, to Grenada in collaboration with UNESCO and other heritage organizations. Grenada National Trust described the agreement as a victory for transparency and due process, saying it balances public safety with the long-term goal of preserving the drill yard as a heritage site. The group added that it will continue to update the public on future discussions and development. Meanwhile, in conversation with a member of the Willie Redhead Foundation, another organization that deals with the preservation of historic buildings, Gloria Payne Banfield questioned the plan for the site should the structures be removed.
What I would like to share right now is the absence of any plan for the historical buildings in St. George's. I am very disturbed about that. There's no plan. So you want to demolish the buildings in the old drill yard. What are you putting in instead? What you putting instead of those buildings?
Ms. Banfield provided some historical background to the site. She expressed the view that the space can be put to some positive use.
The drill yard used to be a place where people did drills. The troops on the fort initially would have done their drilling down there. Not at the market square, but at the drill yard. They call it the drill yard. But then you had Fletcher School, that is St. George's RC, above that. The boys from that school would have done their exercises or practices for sports or something, whatever, down there. Wilfred Baptiste, who was known as Lord Melody, Grenadian Lord Melody, he used to have his old fire sticks tent, Calypso tent. In other words, there is an alternate use that you could put to the drill yard. Building by the side of the road, yes, I think they should restore it.
When contacted by the GBN, Mr. Dorset Cornwall, director of the National Insurance, declined to comment on the matter. Christina John, GBN News.
Evening news for Wednesday, and still ahead, Grenada Girl Guide set to join global space technology mission in India, while Grenada and Cuba sign new education agreements. We'll have details to those and other stories right after the break. Stay with us.
Grenada, the biggest show in Carnival, is back again. This is Free-Day. Wednesday, August 5th, the Grenada National Stadium will shake. Remember, you must wear black on stage. Nadia Batson and Burbank. Full blown. Freetown Collective. Michael Tasia. Problem Child. Town Crew. Money. Little Carrie. Terror of the Government. Westway. Red Lion. Lava Man. Jazz Team. Boise. Dash. Sakina and the Bat. General PVC. And a special surprise guest. Gates open at 10 p.m. This is Free-Day, the biggest show in Grenada's Carnival.
This summer, your plans don't have to wait. Take that dream vacation. Experience Carnival like never before. Invest in your education. Renovate your home. Or finally tackle those big plans you've been putting off. With the Ariza Credit Union Awesome August Loan, you can borrow up to $75,000 for any purpose. Dream bigger, travel farther, learn more, improve your home. Whatever your goal, we're ready to help you get there. Visit any Ariza Credit Union branch, apply today, and turn your plans into reality with fast, convenient financing and the trusted service you have come to expect. Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future. Loans are subject to approval. Terms and conditions apply. See us for complete details.
Well, am I covered?
Yeah, you're with CG United. Remember when I was dabbling in knife throwing bingo? Well, one night I won, but I also got a bullseye. No. In a beehive. I ran for hours. They caught me in the end, though. Anyway, I was covered, and I got to keep my trophy. Uh-oh.
Best medical cover for the price. CG United. Good like that.
Go paperless with e-billing.
Paperless billing? What's that?
With myaccount.girllect.com, you can check your bills anytime.
Pay them right there. No lines?
No waiting.
So I don't have to go down there every time?
Exactly. And if you want a quick update with your account, get the app.
And what the app does?
You can check your balance anytime. And you can see outage information. Just download the app and sign up for myaccount.girllect.com.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well-deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits. Terms and conditions apply. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Attention Carnival lovers, as we gear up to celebrate Spice Mass, the Cannabis Secretariat has an important reminder for all residents and visitors. Smoking cannabis in public places is illegal. And remember, it's against the law to supply cannabis to anyone under 21. Thanks to recent amendments, you can enjoy personal, medicinal, and therapeutic use in private. But let's keep our celebration safe and responsible. That means no public sales, no public smoking, and please don't engage with anyone under 21. Let's protect our nation and have a fantastic carnival season. The Cannabis Secretariat, guiding responsible cannabis use and awareness in Grenada. Enjoy and stay safe.
Come and get your son. Grenada, are you ready for the most epic cool down after Spice Mass? Because on Wednesday, August 12th, the Grenada National Cricket Stadium becomes the home of one massive soca experience. Carnival Encore, Sunset Over White.
Are you ready?
Featuring not one, but two international soca giants, Marshall Montano and the Monk Band. Yes, the band. And they'll be joined by some of Grenada's biggest soca superstars for one unforgettable night of music, vibes, and pure island energy. This is the event that keeps the carnival spirit alive. The final celebration. The Encore. You don't want to miss. General admission and VIP early bird tickets are sold out online. General admission $150. VIP $550. Get your tickets now at GoToFed.com and the official Sunshine Promotions outlets. Carnival Encore 2026. Sunset Over White. Wednesday, August 12th at the National Cricket Stadium. When the road ends, this is the Encore.
Back to
Back-to-school shopping just got easier with the National Lotteries Authority's Grand Back-to-School Promotion. From July 1st to August 15th, turn your Instacash and scratch tickets into chances to win school shopping vouchers. Simply collect $10 or more in Instacash tickets or $10 or more in scratch tickets. Staple them together by game and write your name, address, and contact number. Then drop them off at any authorized lottery location. 50 lucky winners will receive $300 in shopping vouchers for uniforms, books, bags, stationery, shoes, sportswear, and more. Don't throw away those Instacash tickets. They could help you send your child back to school in style. More entries means more chances at winning a total value of $15,000. Draws on Friday, 21st August. Must be 18 or older to participate. Terms and conditions apply. See stores for details.
Life doesn't stand still. It moves. It grows. It asks you to believe in what's next. Your first car. Owning your home. The business you build. The future you choose to invest in. Life moves in steps. When you're ready to take the next one, we're here to help you move forward with banking solutions designed for life. From vehicle financing and mortgages to education savings, credit solutions, and support for your growing business. Republic Bank, ready for life, every step.
This Spice Mass season, as we enjoy the music, the mass, and the culture, let's celebrate with respect. Respect the people around you in what you say, what you do, and how you celebrate. Respect the businesses, vendors, and workers who help make the season possible. Let's enter every space with courtesy and treat each other with care. Let's serve with fairness, welcome with pride, and show the warmth that Grenada is known for. Remember to respect the environment, our roadsides, beaches, and all public spaces. Avoid littering, damaging property, or defacing buildings. And help keep Grenada beautiful throughout the season and beyond. Spice Mass belongs to all of us. Let's enjoy it fully, safely, and respectfully. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Tourism and the Grenada Tourism Authority, reminding you to keep Grenada safe and clean.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Life doesn't stand still. It moves. It grows. It asks you to believe in what's next. Your first car. Owning your home. The business you build. The future you choose to invest in. Life moves in steps. When you're ready to take the next one, we're here to help you move forward with banking solutions designed for life. From vehicle financing and mortgages to education savings, credit solutions, and support for your growing business. Republic Bank, ready for life, every step.
Welcome back to the GBN News, and as we continue, it's definitely ladies first with the Grenada Girl Guides Association preparing to represent Grenada on the international stage. This as he traveled to India to participate in the Sakitasat mission, a global female-led space exploration initiative. Shania McIntosh tells us more.
The Shack the Stat program is designed to train 12,000 high school girls from 108 countries in space technology. Pioneered by aerospace startup Space Kids India, the initiative aims to empower young women in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, STEM, by providing hands-on experience in building and launching a payload destined for lunar orbit. Chief Commissioner of the Grenada Girl Guides Association, Tamara Savory, says the opportunity is a significant milestone for the organization and will expose participants to advanced space technology while inspiring more young women to pursue careers in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics fields.
As well as doing the content, that girl has to show that when she comes back to Grenada, to her country, she would be a mentor to others and to show them the importance of STEM. So this is why Miss Aliyah Young is here today, because she is represented. She has gone through it and she came up as the most successful participant.
Among those selected to represent Grenada is Girl Guide member Aliyah Young, who shared her excitement about being chosen for the mission. She explained the selection process that earned her the opportunity to participate in the international program.
Long journey, over 500 lessons, over 20 modules that you have to stay disciplined and finish in order to go ahead with this.
The Shakistat mission is expected to bring together participants from around the world, providing them with practical knowledge, international collaboration, and a unique opportunity to contribute to a global space exploration initiative while proudly representing their countries. For GBN News, Janelle Dick.
Grenada and Cuba have strengthened their long-standing partnership in education with the signing of 2 memorandums of understanding aimed at expanding cooperation in that sector. The agreements signed at the Cuban Embassy in Grenada focus on special education and the Yo Se Puedo literacy program, with the goal of improving inclusive learning opportunities and literacy across the country. Cuban Ambassador Enrique Paz says that the initiatives reflect Cuba's continued commitment to supporting Grenada's human development through education. Representing the Grenada government, Permanent Secretaries Lorraine St. Louis, Ned, and Elvis Moraine welcomed the agreements, describing them as an important step in addressing the country's educational needs and strengthening human resource development. Junie Mango takes center stage. That's coming up for you in this evening's Eyesore.
A good eye catches all. GBN Eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Oh, I got my glasses from Clear Vision Eye Center.
I got my glasses at Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
A single Julie Mango fused side by side caught the eye of our Eyesore reporter, who remarked it's been years since they've seen such a sight.
There is a Julie Mango.
Twin.
A twin.
How long since you last saw one like that?
A lot of years, about 5-6 years.
Beautiful. Very unusual.
Does this mean double the sweetness or double the luck? Share your photos and videos with us via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or through our other social media platforms. That's for GBN Eyesore. Still ahead in the evening news, doctor warns young women to take precautions amidst carnival festivities. Details to that and other stories coming up for you right after the break.
Have you been thinking of purchasing a water tank? Now is the time. Our tanks are built tough, UV resistant, food grade safe, and is designed with thick, durable walls to prevent leaks and cracks. So whether it's for your home, your farm, or business, we've got the perfect size. We've made owning your tanks easy and affordable through our partnership with Ariza Credit Union. Visit On The Spot Hardware, choose your high-quality water storage tanks, and contact Ariza Credit Union.
Parents, do you go to bed with the knowledge that your children are comfortably asleep in the next room? Or are they allowed to attend every Fed advertised? You are responsible for the safety and well-being of your children, and it is your responsibility to know their whereabouts. Children should not be at adult events. Please guide your children, engage them in age-appropriate activities. Let us be spicy parents for this carnival season and beyond. S. Speak to your children about positive behavior. P. Pay attention to them at all times. I. Inspire good behavior in your children by also displaying good behavior. C. Check with your children. Always know their whereabouts. Y. You are responsible for your children. Maintain control to keep them safe. This is a message from the National Parenting Program, Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
We search for brilliance, looking far, asking wide, not realizing it's been right here all along. Makers, storytellers, dreamers shaping color, rhythm, and vision into something only Grenadians can create. But for too long, we've been working in the dark, hidden, overlooked, out of reach. Until now, Goka's Creative Directory brings everyone, creatives, businesses, and the community into one connected space. Find the artist who understands your vision, the jeweler whose craft speaks for itself, the storyteller and musician whose work reflects who we are. Visit us at creativeaffairs.gov.gd. Your next collaboration is only one search away.
For 40 years, Answer Coatings Grenada has been part of your story. More than paint, it's pride and care in every drop. As the proud manufacturers of Sissons and Berger paint, we've protected your homes and communities for generations. Answer Coatings Grenada Limited, 40 years strong, 40 years trusted. A legacy in every drop.
Want free passes to your favorite carnival shows? The NLA is giving you the chance with access granted.
Spend just $10 or more on Daily Cash 4 and Daily Pick 3, and you could win your share of over 450 gate passes to any SMC semi-final and final shows, plus other eligible carnival events. It's simple. Play Daily Cash 4 and Daily Pick 3. Check your voucher, and when you see you're a winner, you get free access to any eligible carnival show of your choice. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the excitement. Visit your nearest NLA retailer and play today. This carnival with NLA, your access granted. Play, win, celebrate. Terms and conditions apply. Please play responsibly.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union introduces its new digital platform, managing your finances at any time from anywhere.
As a part-time student, balancing work and studies can be a real challenge. But with GCCU's digital app, these worries are no more. My parents can now remotely transfer funds to my account, and I can check my balance at any time, giving me the freedom to achieve my goals.
My days can be long and tedious. With this app, I can ensure my loan is paid on time, transfer funds to someone else's account, and check my balances. I don't have to rush to do business during my lunch hour or after work anymore.
With this app, I can request checks to pay my suppliers, letters for my business transactions. I don't have to leave my farm to go stand in line.
The Grenville Credit Union digital platform. It's convenient and secure banking right at your fingertips. Download the app today from the Play Store or App Store or call 442-8602, 459-4325 or 416-8467 for further information.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium.
Welcome back, and for the third segment this evening, we turn to matters of health with Dr. Sonia Nixon urging young people, particularly adolescent women, to act responsibly during the carnival season, and that's especially when it comes to alcohol consumption. The medical practitioner is encouraging young women to make wise decisions while participating in carnival activities, reminding them that excessive alcohol consumption can impair judgment and place them in vulnerable situations. Dr. Nixon says young women should conduct themselves appropriately, prioritize their safety, and protect their reputation while enjoying the festivities.
Medical practitioner Sonia Nixon is encouraging young women to make wise decisions while participating in Carnival 2026. Dr. Nixon is reminding that excessive alcohol consumption can impair judgment and place people in vulnerable situations. She says young women should conduct themselves appropriately, prioritize their safety, and protect their reputation while enjoying the festivities.
Being responsible even before you start is what I think is the best way, right? To protect yourself from being inebriated. I've seen some horrible things with young people. I'm talking about 16 and 17-year-old adolescents who go out to Juve Carnival and they're drunk on the ground, vomiting, and young women. That's not good. So we have to figure out what are the things we don't want to see about ourselves if a video was done.
The public health expert is also encouraging young women to remain aware of their surroundings, avoid accepting drinks from strangers, and ensure they are in the company of trusted friends when attending carnival events. She says while carnival is a time for celebration and enjoyment, personal safety and responsible behavior should remain a priority. Her advice comes amid ongoing calls from health officials for the public to make safe choices throughout the carnival season, allowing everyone to enjoy the festivities while reducing the risk of preventable incidents. For GBN News, Janelle Dick.
Dr. Nixon is also encouraging young women to remain aware of their surroundings, avoiding accepting drinks from strangers, and also to ensure that they are in the company of trusted friends when attending carnival events. She says while carnival is a time for celebration and enjoyment, that personal safety and responsible behavior should remain a priority. Her advice comes amidst ongoing calls from health officials for the public to make safe choices throughout the carnival season, allowing everyone to enjoy the festivities while reducing the risk of preventable incidents. It's the evening news, and stay with us. When we return, we'll have the latest sporting highlights for you.
Attention carnival lovers, as we gear up to celebrate Spice Mass, the Cannabis Secretariat has an important reminder for all residents and visitors. Smoking cannabis in public places is illegal. And remember, it's against the law to supply cannabis to anyone under 21. Thanks to recent amendments, you can enjoy personal, medicinal, and therapeutic use in private. But let's keep our celebrations safe and responsible. That means no public sales, no public smoking, and please don't engage with anyone under 21. Let's protect our nation and have a fantastic carnival season. The Cannabis Secretariat, guiding responsible cannabis use and awareness in Grenada. Enjoy and stay safe.
Come and get your son.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
In Grenada, sports aren't just a game, they're a way of life. They teach discipline, teamwork, and resilience. They inspire the next generation to push boundaries and chase excellence. That's why the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada is proud to support sports initiatives as part of our commitment to youth and national development. When we invest in sports programs, we invest in the future. We invest in the health and well-being of our youth, and we invest in broadening Grenada's reach, proudly connecting our athletes, our talent, and our nation to a global community. Together, we all go further. The Investment Migration Agency. Unlock the possibilities.
Back to school shopping just got easier with the National Lotteries Authority's Grand Back to School promotion. From July 1st to August 15th, turn your Instacash and scratch tickets into chances to win school shopping vouchers. Simply collect $10 or more in Instacash tickets or $10 or more in scratch tickets. Staple them together by game and write your name, address, and contact number. Then drop them off at any authorized lottery location. 50 lucky winners will receive $300 in shopping vouchers for uniforms, books, bags, stationery, shoes, sportswear, and more. Don't throw away those Instacash tickets. They could help you send your child back to school in style. More entries means more chances at winning a total value of $15,000. Draws on Friday, 21st August. Must be 18 or older to participate. Terms and conditions apply. See stores for details.
Well, this time round, of course, it's good evening to you sporting fans. We begin with the West Indies, who squandered a strong start at the Queen's Park Oval in Trinidad, collapsing to an 8-wicket defeat against Pakistan to draw the two-match test series 1-all. The hosts initially put themselves in a commanding position by posting 344 runs in their first innings, powered by a gritty 73 from Justin Graves and a fluid 70 from Ross Chase. The West Indies spinner Joel Warrican, he then kept the team firmly in the fight by taking a magnificent 6 wickets for 112 runs, restricting Pakistan's first innings lead to just 43 runs. However, the match completely unraveled for the home side in the second innings. That's when their batting lineup collapsed for a meager 117 runs against Pakistan's spin attack. Compounding their batting struggles, the West Indies suffered a major setback when key batsman Brandon King was forced off the field with a severe back injury. Left with an uncompetitive 74-run target to defend on day 4, the West Indian bowlers could do little to stop Pakistan from cruising to a comfortable 8-wicket victory. Meanwhile, the highly anticipated 2026 Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League, or CPL, that's set to shatter historic milestones when it rolls off on the 7th of August. Boasting its largest ever geographic footprint, the 14th edition of the league will feature a record equaling 8 host nations and an expanded lineup of 7 competing franchises. For the first time in the tournament's history, the action will arrive in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The scenic Honestvale Stadium in Kingstown is locked in to host a grand opening week. The opening match will, on Friday, the 7th of August, see the brand new franchise, the Jamaica Kingsmen, take on the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons. The emergence of the Kingsmen officially returns elite T20 cricket to Jamaica at Sabina Park. That's for the first time since the year 2023. Meanwhile, the defending champions, the Trinbago Knight Riders, will launch their title defense the following evening on the 8th of August against St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. The first 3 matches on the 39-game tournament will be played entirely at the Honestvale Stadium from the 7th to the 9th of August. TKR fans have cause for celebration indeed. Management confirmed that all 5 of their home group matches are returning to the historic Queen's Park Oval in Port of Spain. That's after a 1-year hiatus. Barbados will step into the ultimate spotlight this year. Legendary Kensington Oval will host the CPL Finals week for the first time ever, culminating in the championship match on the 20th of September. Turning now to our Sir Karani James. He finished just off the podium in 4th place in the men's 400-meter final at the 2026 Central American and Caribbean, or CAC, Games in Santo Domingo. The highly anticipated final, which took place on Wednesday the 5th of August, saw the Grenadian track icon narrowly miss out on a medal in his historic first ever career appearance at the regional multi-sport event. The race breakdown, James entered the final as a strong contender after safely executing a tactical energy-conserving strategy that was through the preliminary rounds. He placed second in his semi-final heat with a time of 45.52 seconds, tracking just 100th of a second behind Jamaica's Javier Brown. In the final, the competitive regional field pushed a fast pace from the gun. Home favorite Gabriel Moronata of the Dominican Republic, who entered as the fastest overall qualifier, laid down a massive challenge alongside a deep contingent of regional quarter-milers. Now, despite James's signature strong finish down the home straight, the multi-time Olympic champion was outreached at the line, ultimately crossing the finish line in 4th position. The latest sporting highlights there for you, and when we return, we'll have regional and international developments from, of course, around the globe. And in moving around the globe this Wednesday evening, we first find that the government of Guyana has officially ended the search and recovery efforts after the sinking of the MV Barima, which left 73 people dead and over 30 still missing.
Confirmed that it has concluded the search and recovery operations in the MV Barima tragedy, while the Maritime Rescue Coordination Center remains operational. The move comes 2 weeks after the tragic sinking of the MV Barima ferry during its journey from Georgetown to Port Kaituma. The ferry was 8 hours into the 24-hour-long trip when it capsized and sank. The bodies of 73 people were recovered, with more than 30 others still missing. Just over 70 persons were also rescued the morning after the ferry went down, but there were no more rescues since then. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Health is still seeking the public's help in identifying the remains of 5 persons who died in the tragedy. With the search and recovery operations now concluded, the various government agencies that were part of those operations have been reviewing their response. Prime Minister Mark Phillips attended an interagency meeting convened today as part of the after-action review of the response to the MV Barima tragedy. According to a statement from the Prime Minister's office, the meeting facilitated an interagency review of the coordinated response to the MV Barima incident and measures to strengthen national emergency preparedness. The meeting brought together the principal agencies involved in the coordinated response. Those agencies include the Guyana Defense Force, including the Coast Guard and Air Corps, the Guyana Police Force, the Civil Defense Commission, the Maritime Rescue Coordination Center, the Maritime Administration Department, regional authorities, and other government agencies. Many survivors of the tragedy complained of being in the water for more than 6 hours before help arrived. The search and rescue and search and recovery operations will form part of the upcoming Commission of Inquiry into the ferry incident.
A cybersecurity expert warns that the Caribbean faces a growing danger from cyber attacks. Neil Hines, owner and president of Digital Technologies and Services, says both businesses and individuals alike in the region need better protection, and this as technology advances. Hines spoke at a press briefing in Barbados, where he announced the 2026 Caribbean Digital Forensics and Cybersecurity Summit. The event will be held from the 19th to the 21st of this month, August, at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Center with the theme Uniting Experts, Elevating Resilience. He said that criminals are becoming more organized, targeting important systems and committing fraud. Hines called for Caribbean countries to work together to face these threats.
No single agency, no single country, no single government, and certainly no single organization can effectively combat cybercrime alone. Cybercrime knows no borders. Our response must therefore be equally connected, collaborative, and resilient. The cost of prevention is measurable and can be planned. The cost of national cyber crisis is uncontrolled, politically damaging, and often several times greater than the investment that could have reduced it.
As we focus further afield, in fact, right up into space, we find that a part of a SpaceX rocket is believed to have crashed into the moon. The Falcon 9 rocket was launched last year, and its upper stage, weighing 4,000 kilograms, ended up on a collision course with the lunar surface. Specialist telescopes are watching to confirm if the impact really occurred. NASA plans to study that crash.
3, 2, 1, ignition.
In January last year, this rocket was launched to send a lander and a rover to the lunar surface. But the rocket itself wasn't supposed to land there too, let alone crash into it.
Supersonic.
A successful launch into the Florida night sky. Separation of the lower stage, while the upper stage continued towards the moon. They didn't know at the time that it would end up being on a collision course.
Engine has ignited.
Something like this is about to happen. taken from a NASA animation of a deliberate crash landing on the moon in 2009. A short bright flash and a plume of debris going up as high as 100 kilometers. It'll be hard to see from Earth, but powerful telescopes will capture the event, providing valuable data for scientists.
The collision is exciting for scientists because we know it's happening and we know the speed and the mass of the rocket stage that will crash into the moon. And we don't normally know that for meteors that crash into the moon every day. And that means that the scientists will have a lot more information as they study the debris that they hope to see that will be ejected from the collision that is caused by the collision. By studying the light that is reflected from that material, scientists can analyze the light and determine the composition of the material, which helps them understand the composition of the moon in the impact site. And that's great for the scientists who want to understand how the moon was developed, what it's made of, its history, potentially its future, and how planetary systems, how the moon, how the Earth and the moon system evolved and were formed billions of years ago.
The lessons learned from the impact should help NASA in its plans to build a moon base in the next decade. Palad Ghosh, BBC News.
And that's our trip around the globe and, of course, a bit into outer space, as we heard from the BBC just now there. When we return, we'll have a recap of the main stories from tonight. And just to remind you from this evening, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell has confirmed possible U.S. Embassy shutdown and tougher visa restrictions. Government moves to strengthen transparency after GPG dispute highlights record-keeping gaps. And an agreement has been reached to protect Grenada's historic drill yard. Grenada Girl Guide set to join global space technology. In the region, we heard Guyana has ended its search after MV Barima tragedy. Further afield, SpaceX rocket Peace may have hit the moon. And in sport, the West Indies have fallen to Pakistan in second test, while CPL is to bowl off over the weekend. Now, if you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be at 10 o'clock tonight. You can also visit our website at www.gbn.gd for more news stories. Like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/GBN News and Radio. And we'll have details to other stories coming up for you in another newscast from 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. All for now, I'm Tony Julien, along with the rest of the news team, thanking you so much for joining us, wishing you a good night.